guys, today I will be making my own version of a Vietnamese noodle soup called Banh Bot Loc using rice pin noodle with pork hocks. Vietnamese call it giò heo, and roasted chicken. It's a popular dish one will find in Saigon, but not many Vietnamese restaurants in my area have this type of dish. As always, I will clean my meat, bones, and everything using salt, vinegar, and bring it to boil. This is how I remove all the impurities from my meat before I start my recipe. So my bones are done and clean now. My next step is I'm going to sear my pork hocks using crystal candies. I will use maybe 4 to 5. Crystal candy is a type of sugar, so I am going to caramelize the sugar so that the pork hocks picks up the caramelized sugar to give it a very nice golden brown look. I'm also using 5 dry scallop to go into my soup and 1 small daikon. In this pot, I added 24 cups of water, added my pork bone, add 1 medium size of cut daikon, 5 dry scallop. You can use dry shrimp as well. I added 6 crystal candy from the 10 that we prepare, 1 teaspoon of whole pepper, 1 tablespoon of fish sauce. Then I added the rest of my pork hocks into the pot. Look how nice it looks right now, the color. It's picking up the coating from the sugar. The reason I am using pork hocks as it will help to thicken the soup due to its collagen and ligament and fibers in the hock. I'm using the front ones. Therefore, the soup will have a white creamy look but not cloudy. When the pork hocks are cooked properly on slow for 2 hours, the pork hock provides a very fork tender or meat off the bone on a bite, adding a wonderful flavor to my noodle soup. See how pretty the color looks on the pork hocks. On another pot, bring water to boil and add in 4 bags of rice pin noodles. The noodles are cooked. I'm using hot water to separate each rice pin like noodle. Then drain the water and let the noodle dry. I like to use my glass pot for this recipe to cook my rice pin noodle because it allows me to see when each pin noodle separates. And I'm only using the hot water to separate each rice pin like noodle. And once it's done, I will scoop them all out and leave them on a colander to dry. We are almost there, so hang in there and don't forget to click the button below, subscribe. Okay, so my pin-like noodles are ready now. I am going to let it sit on my colander and let it drain. The texture is very chewy and crunchy. Now I'm going to prepare my green onion and cilantro. I'm just gonna give it a wash, clean it up, and then chop it into small pieces. I'm using green onion cilantro on top of my noodles. I'm also going to wash my bean sprout and clean it up and let it sit on a colander to dry. My roasted chicken, I am going to peel all the meat off the roasted chicken, which I picked up from the market. Most Vietnamese restaurants will use a longer version of the rice pin noodle. For this recipe, I'm using the shorter version. It is also my family's recipe because my children enjoy eating this type of noodle. It is chewy and crunchy, and it's easy to eat without using any chopstick. So we are almost there. I hope you keeping up with my video, and I hope you enjoy what you see. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and click the button subscribe. So are you hungry yet? I'm gonna go ahead and prepare a bowl of noodle soup. This is how the rice pin noodle looks like. So if you don't like to eat raw bean sprout, then you add the bean sprout at the bottom of the bowl, then add in the rice pin noodle, add in the roasted chicken, the meat that we peeled from the chicken earlier. Then add in the soup and garnish with green onion and cilantro, and squeeze a little bit of lemon juice. If you like spicy, add sriracha or any type of chilies, black pepper. You can add a little bit more fish sauce, half a teaspoon at a time to taste if this is not salty enough for you. Everyone's taste bud is different. I don't like to eat very salty food, so I prefer to add as I go. Notice that I also added the pork hocks and the daikon to my soup. So if you worry about being unhealthy because of the pork hocks, then just have dinner early about 6 o'clock and go for a walk. That's it for this recipe, guys. I really appreciate you sticking around and follow my video. Please share and give me a thumbs up if you enjoy my video. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.